Hey, it's Heather. I have lots of eggs that I need to preserve, so I'm going to pickle those today. If you want to see how I do that, stick around. Let's pickle some eggs. So the first thing I'm going to do is get some brine going. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 batches. 8 cups of vinegar, and then I want 2 cups of water, but I want my water to be red. So I have some beets soaking in some water, but what I think I'm going to do is end up putting them in the vinegar. So I just need 2 cups of water. Altogether I have 8 cups of vinegar, 2 cups of water. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of pickling spice, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. So I'm just going to let this boil together while I finish peeling some of my eggs. And I'll show you why I'm going to make my brine red. Sometimes I do that anyway, but it's an extra step and I don't always do it. Okay, so I have a few more eggs to peel. And I have never did the eggs in the Instapot before. Well, I don't have an Instapot, but I have a Ninja Foodie. So with all these fresh eggs, I've tried all different things to peel them, and just none of the methods seem to work too well for me. It's like maybe 10 of them peel good, and then 5 of them are, the shells are stuck. So I looked up the Instapot method and tried that, and it did. It works fabulous. These eggs, the ones that I'm doing today, are from the last 3 days. So they are super fresh and they are peeling really good. But that being said, first time doing it. So I, of course, watched a video on it, and the man did say, well, take the steam off, don't let it come off naturally. Well, I got busy and I didn't release the steam and go ahead and get them out. So that batch did this. I don't know if you can see. Let me show you. These are the ones that I released the steam on and went on, took them out, put them in cold water. These I did not. So they are a kind of brown color, which would make you think, oh, they're burned or something. I don't know. I've never seen eggs do that. So, but they're not, because they taste fine. They're not burned or anything. So they're getting pickled. So I'm definitely going to do these red. Beets for the red, and I've used turmeric to make them a yellow-orange color, and they don't care. It's fine if they're white. So a lot of times I don't go through the extra step. And let me put you down to see how these are peeling, because I'm so excited to finally have found a method after years of struggling, because I've watched them crack them, put them in an ice bath, all that stuff. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But this, I've done a lot of eggs today, and I haven't had one stick. So I'm super excited about that. They're just coming right off. See, that one I won't put in there because you can see the yolk right there, and I don't want anything where the yolk would be coming out into my jars. And I'm going to put these peppercorns right in the jar to make sure each jar gets those. A quick Google verified that yes, overcooking in the Instapot will cause egg whites to be brown. I'm going to put a tablespoon of pickling spice in each jar, just to make sure each jar has enough pickling spice. And if I had garlic, I would put a clove or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever I felt like putting in here. In a half gallon, I'd probably put 3 or 4. But I don't have any garlic, so I'm gonna skip that. And this is, of course, just how I make mine. This is just inspiration. Doesn't mean that you make yours like this, or you know, make yours with the things that you like. It's looking more orange than red, but they won't be brown. And that's what we want, them not to be brown. And I'm just going to put them pretty full. And I used lids that maybe are not perfect. That wouldn't be good for other things because the vinegar is really gonna mess these lids up pretty good. You're not gonna use them for anything after this. Maybe more pickled eggs. And then I do have this brine left. What I'm gonna do, because I will have plenty more eggs to pickle, I will put this brine in a mason jar and stick it in my refrigerator. So there's the pickled eggs, all done. But if you've ever pickled eggs, peeled eggs, whatever, made deviled eggs, you know sometimes they are not perfect. And if they're not fully encased in that white, I'm not going to pickle them because I don't want that yolk getting out in my brine. So those eggs, I'm going to make deviled eggs and egg salad. See, this egg, the yolk was just too close. Well, it's exposed. I don't want that in my pickled eggs because that yolk would get out and make your brine all cloudy and icky. So I will cut this in half. One half, that half is going to be for egg salad. And then the other half I will use for deviled eggs. Need something to put my deviled eggs on. And see here, those eggs, you can tell they look like they still have the shell on them. I'm telling you, they taste fine. This one's the same way, so one's for egg salad, one's for deviled eggs. And that one wasn't all the way through, but that would have broke and made a mess in my pickle brine, so and I'm doing the deviled eggs first because whatever filling doesn't fit in there, I will put into my egg salad. So I'll put mayonnaise in that. Mustard. Pepper. Salt. And some sweet pickle cubes. More pickle cubes. Maybe a little juice in there too. Pickle juice. That makes it for me. Gotta have the pickles. And the last thing, smoked paprika. And there we go, deviled eggs. And for the egg salad, I will chop my eggs up really good. And my leftover deviled egg filling, I just put it right in here. Egg salad and deviled eggs are the same thing at my house. One's just chopped up. I'm gonna put probably all this pickle stuff in here. Sweet pickle cubes, pepper, salt, mustard, mayonnaise, I like the smoked paprika in this too. It will change the color, but I don't care because I like it. Okay, so I have a little bit of a mess to clean up here. I'm gonna get that cleaned up, and I'm just gonna leave those pickled eggs on the counter until they cool because they're still warm. And then I'll leave them in the refrigerator, hopefully 2 or 3 weeks before we get into them. But that doesn't always happen around here, but that's what my goal is, to let them sit for that long. And got the egg salad and deviled eggs made, so that was a lot of eggs put up today. Very nice, and I threw some in the freeze dryer, so lots of eggs preserved today. I hope this gave you some ideas if you're getting tons of eggs in. If you do something different with yours, let me know. I would love ideas on how to use our fresh eggs. See you next time.